you know. So I've been leaning into drawing again. I've been leaning into even painting, something that for a long time I have been very apprehensive of exploring. For a long time I've just had a mental block when it came on to painting. And I just started to be more free because I've seen people just be free with painting and so on, and you know, I am struggling to find the best way to say it. These people that I'm speaking of, they are not the strongest necessarily when it comes on to their ability to draw and so on. But they just love the process of being creative and painting. And I've seen them just put these images together and they are selling paintings. I've seen people just sell paintings and they are not strong artists in terms of their ability to draw, but they are selling their paintings and they have an audience. And I have the ability to draw. I'm not the best person when it comes on to drawing, but I'm definitely not the worst. And yet still, I'm not moving with confidence in that direction as much as these people. And I decided to just challenge myself. And you know, I'm happy with the results I'm getting. And I'm warming up to just exploring my creativity in any area that presents itself down the road. There will be some interior design aspects, and that is something that I'm looking forward to down the road. Some interior design projects are down the road. Down the road, there are some projects related to construction down the road. Down the road, there might be furniture projects that you will be seeing. And as we get more friendly and I get more comfortable with you, I'll allow you to start getting the chance to see aspects of my home, you know? And you'll see some pieces that were designed by me, fabricated by one of the best metal fabricators in Jamaica, Mr. Art&Soul. You know, I hope I get a lot of opportunities to explore, showing you Oret's work. Very, very, very talented metal fabricator. You know, I'll show you some pieces from my made by my brother-in-law, Stafford Nelson. You know, does a lot of wine barrel furniture and so on with the company that he works for. Some adventures are down the road, and I'm looking forward to it. So just keep those projects in mind, that we are going on a journey, and that is why I didn't want to call the channel Wazari Ceramics. I've been known as a ceramist primarily for over 20 years, but it's about Wazari designing. It's a statement. That's what it is. The name of the channel is a statement. Wazari Designs. That's what I'm good at. Design. I'm not just good as a ceramist. I'm not limited to doing that. I design. I design ceramics. I design furniture. I design. Well, I didn't design this. I collaborated with a designer. You know, my brother Leonard Poirier designed this, but we collaborate on different designs. But this shirt looks good, right? This is his design. But I'm a part of a design team. So I've started to just explore life and design. So I'm not just going to limit myself to just being a one-trick pony. I'm not even saying this to offend anybody, but I'm just saying, because the term is so prevalently used, I'm just saying I don't have one trick in the bag. I can become many things, and I am many things. And you know, I remember a tutor of mine kind of reinforcing when I was exploring some drawing projects for my final year show. He was saying, Wazari, focus on one thing. And I think subconsciously I allowed that to seep into my brain. And I started to just relegate myself to being a ceramist. But I'm a designer. And, you know, shout out to Miss Margaret McGee. Once I had a conversation with her and she said, Wazari, you know, you're one of the best designers I've seen in your generation. You're one of the best designers. And it felt like a huge compliment coming from Margaret McGee, because in my estimation, she is one of the best designers in Jamaica, period. Whether in her generation or even mine, or in the generations to come. she's a great designer, you know. And to hear that from her meant a lot, you know. And this is what this journey is about, me and design. Not just ceramics, but just design. And I hope that you are here for the long haul. I hope that you will be a part of my community. We have a lot of projects to roll out, and I hope as the months come and Art&Soul becomes a more prominent movement, I hope that you'll join us for that journey as well, supporting Art&Soul. You know, we have started with an event, but again, this wonderful lady, Ellen White, says that we receive little because we expect little. And I don't want to expect little when it comes on to Art&Soul. That section of Port Maria is a beautiful section. You're going to see it. You're going to see it very, very soon. You're going to see it. But that section of Port Maria is very beautiful, right there on the waterfront. And it has extraordinary potential. A lot of art activity or creative industry related activities are centered around Kingston. But talent in Jamaica is everywhere. And one of the visions I have for that area is to eventually build out an art district. An art district to showcase the talent, the local talent here in Port Maria, in St. Mary in general, and just build out something that can meaningfully impact several lives, not just artists. You know, because if more activity centers around that area, there can be an economic spillover to people who are vendors, people who provide accommodation solutions, banking can be impacted positively, other restaurateurs, people who sell clothing, just economic spillovers, you know. And I think efforts have to be undertaken to make the other parishes strong. You can't have a safe economy when you just have one parish doing well and the others are struggling and they lack good infrastructure and so on. So I want art to be a part of the solution for not only Port Maria or St. Mary, but as a solution for the entire island of Jamaica. Kingston Creative is doing a good job over in Kingston, and because they are doing a good job there, I have decided to just go in a different direction and come to an area that is underserved. And you, my community, I hope I can comfortably call you that. I'm looking forward to your prayers and support and encouragement in any way to just be a part of this journey and, you know, the initiative to see something meaningful come out of this endeavor. Thank you for being with me for this episode, and may I take the liberty for thanking you for choosing to come with me on my journey. Alright, blessings. And everybody, you know the drill already. You have been hearing it from others, and I see that there's a need for me to do it as well. So please like, share, and subscribe, especially the subscription part. And why, if you love what is happening here, get me some other subscribers, you know? Alright, respect, love, forever.